Hey everyone, welcome back to Healthy Home Mama. Amy here, and today I have another garden tour for you guys. So I did a garden tour at the end of June, and this is the end of July garden tour for you guys. As you're gonna see, things have grown so much, and I'm excited to show you guys everything that is growing. I mean, obviously it's grown so much, it's, middle of summer, but I'm excited to show you guys what all I have. So in the last video, I talked about this front row of the garden right here having a mixed pollinator blend of flowers, and some of it's blooming and it's looking so beautiful. The sunflower is about to open up. I was really hoping that they would be open for this garden tour, but they haven't opened yet. They are very close though. But I just love all of these zinnias. So right behind the flowers in the front row, we have the tomatoes going down. So outside on this row right here is my strawberries. There's some weeds in there. But obviously they are done producing. And then I have two rows right here of my tomatoes, and they were actually pretty slow growing, but I do have some red out here, so I am very excited for that. I haven't tied up and pruned in probably about a week, so I need to definitely be out here doing that again because they need tied up again. They're growing like crazy. There's a red one, and then over here is an orange one. Let me bring you around right there. So there's not a ton on each of these plants, but they are starting to turn red. So I'm happy about that. So I was telling a friend today that this has probably been my easiest garden year yet. I have been out here maybe once a week, more so in the past week because my green beans are ready, and so I've been picking those about every other day. But other than that, I have been out here probably once a week, and I'll spend a little bit of time picking weeds. I added some more hay on top, and that has helped the weeds a ton, and so I haven't had to pick too many weeds. It's been very low maintenance, and everything is just growing really, really good. And I don't think that I have watered this garden since my last garden tour. So probably about a month. I have not watered this garden because the weather has been so good. It's been very hot, but there's also been a lot of sporadic rain bursts in there, and nothing has needed watering. So I have been loving the low maintenance garden year this year, and still getting a ton of good stuff out of here. So let's keep going. I'm gonna show you guys the watermelon plant I have here. This watermelon plant is growing from a seed last year. So it's a volunteer plant growing again. There's some flowers budding. I did not think that they were budding. Let me come over here on this side and show you, because there is a baby melon in here. If I can find it again. Oh, yes, right here. See that? So tiny. And something else I forgot to show you guys over here with my tomatoes. This right here is a potato plant growing from last year, a volunteer. And then right up here is another potato plant. So that's so cool. And then let me bring you out here to the front so you can see this better. So here's the front again with the flowers. And right here, the rows don't look like rows because these green beans are growing so big, but I have a row here and a row here that I succession planted. So I planted this row first and then planted this row after. And let me see if I can show you this. I have been picking off of this plant, this row of plants, for the past like week, probably 2 weeks now, and there's just so many green beans, and they're still coming. And then this is the plants that are about ready now, because I did it about a week apart. So I got a lot out of this first row and expecting to get a lot more, so I'm very excited for that. As you can see, so my trellis didn't really work out this year. I wanted to do pole beans on them, but the pole beans that I had, I didn't have quite enough, plus they never sprouted. So I just have peas along the ends here. You can see them right here and right here. Those are dying off. And then over here I have 2 tomato plants, and I mean, they're taking a while to grow. So nothing's really climbing my trellis besides this giant squash back here. I should have looked up what this is before I started this video, and I said it in the last video. I don't remember what it is, but it's a winter squash. I do know that. It turns orange. I've not grown it before, but the description on the seed packet talked me into buying it, and I forget what the description is even. I'll, you know, write it down below in the description box. I will put what this plant is, because I do not remember right now. But growing right next to it is a cucumber plant. You cannot really tell the difference right now out here. They're just so tangled together, but I do have a cucumber on it. I'll take you guys over and show you. I didn't think I did. My friend pointed it out today, and I'm so excited to have a cucumber. And then right here, these growing out along the trellis there, that is edamame. And honestly, I didn't know how they were gonna grow, so I just planted them against the trellis thinking maybe they would climb, but they're looking more like a bush bean would, so they don't really need the trellis. They do have that beetle. Some of the leaves have had that. I haven't seen that on any of the others, but the leaves on my green bean plants are kind of looking like that too, so I'm assuming they're on the green bean plants too. I'm trying to see if there's anything under here. There's a lot of flowers, so oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. I am so excited for this. I have not grown edamame before, but we love edamame, so I cannot wait for that. Okay, let me take you guys around here. I think you could see in, you know, the little squashes there. So those will turn orange. And then let me show you the cucumber under here. There it is. The cucumber, and you can see some green beans mixed in too. So there was a green bean plant under here too. So yeah, everything over here is looking really good. And before I show you guys the other side of the garden, I came out here to do this garden tour, and I was on this back side of the garden. I hardly walk back here, but look at this. I am so excited for this little thing. We have planted these fruit trees, I don't know how long ago, maybe 4 years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago or something like that. They are dwarf fruit trees. We had 6 of them, 2 pear, 2 peach, and 2 apple. And this is the first fruit that we have gotten. And I didn't even notice it until I came out here, and I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. Anyways, so we had 6 fruit trees. We have 3 remaining, and I'm pretty sure they are I think it's 1 apple and 2 pear trees that made it through. But I could not believe that when I seen it, because with these fruit trees, I haven't taken that great of care of them. I didn't know much about them, so I just planted them. First, maybe like a year or 2, I didn't do much with, and then I started pruning more, and they're gonna need pruned again, obviously, you know, this fall. So I'm just excited. Okay, so to this side of the garden now, these are my raised beds, and I am loving my sunflowers. So I actually have never planted sunflowers because I actually didn't like the look of the sunflowers in gardens. I have never been a fan. I don't know what it is about them. I've just never been a fan of them, but I wanted to give them a try this year, and I am a fan. Like, these things are impressive. They are so tall, and I would take you in close. They're about to bloom. I was hoping, like I said, that they would be blooming for this video so I could show you guys, but they're not blooming yet. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fan of the sunflowers. So I hope you guys are gonna be able to see, but if you look up there, you can tell that they are about to open, and they have buds like clear down the side of it. So there's one, right up there's one, I mean all the way up. And then the other one is the same thing. Maybe a little bit smaller buds coming. But, oh my goodness. I think this thing is just gonna wow me. And I can't wait. So once we get past the sunflowers, I have 2 rows of potatoes in here. They are doing good. I actually am thinking I'm gonna need to mound them up a little bit higher with this hay. I don't see any poking to the surface, but yeah, I think I need to mound them up a little bit higher. And then, like I said, there's 2 tomato plants over there. I don't know how good they'll do, but I'm gonna let them grow. And then over here in my last garden bed, I have garlic on the outside, onions all throughout here, and it's looking like some of them can be pulled. I have lettuce in between some of these rows growing. I need to come harvest some of that. And then carrots back here. 1 kale plant right here. The bottom leaves of this kale plant, when I first planted it, it came up and the bottom leaves were eaten right there. Like, those are the bottom leaves. And I thought, oh, okay, I guess I won't get kale. You know, the bugs will just eat it, it's fine. But I've actually harvested some, and it's growing in better. So I've been enjoying some kale. And then over here is some lettuce, some more lettuce. And like I said, I haven't been out here much, so that bed has quite a bit more weeds than the rest of them because it does not have that hay on top acting as a mulch. But you know, it's not terrible. Like, it's not terribly bad. So I've been fine with it, and I've just been loving this garden year. Like, besides the start of it, I was watering a ton because we went through a really big dry spell, and some of it didn't come up. But since the end of June, this garden is doing great. And even during that dry spell, I mean, the most I was doing was watering. Like, I'm telling you, this garden year has been the best, the easiest, and the lowest maintenance, and I'm still getting a ton out of this garden, and I love it. I came over here to admire my 1 apple again. I'm just so excited about this thing. I'm so excited. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, for watching this garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know how your gardens are doing so far, where you're at gardening. I would love to read through those, and I will see you guys back here soon. Bye.